Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Jeremy Grant out there clinging. Then there's Toumani Camara, and it's Avdia in at the shooting guard position. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Duren in at the 5. Here we go, Grant. This is game 1 of this series between these two squads.
I can't wait, B.A. It should be very interesting. These teams might not want to show their whole hand in game 1. Keep some surprises up their sleeves.
Now here's Avdia. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Duncan Robinson.
You're getting really physical there inside. Now, Klingon knows this is just going to be part of the routine for him here in the league.
And he knocks down the first one. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive boards. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
Sharpe. Thompson pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Duren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A., talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff's showing again he can turn things around.
And Duren drops them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Sharpe against Cunningham. Clinging with a screen to the inside. Duren with a steal. And they're on the break. And he's going for the lob.
Well, Harris has always been known as a team-first guy, as evidenced there by passes like this.
Cunningham against Sharpe. To the paint. Duren with a steal. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Avdia. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Into the lane. Shot clock at 6. Over Sharpe. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Out to the right wing. Here's Camara. Off target from three-point range. And here's Detroit. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down low. Here's Thompson. Oh! Ho, ho!
Wow!
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Avdia passes to Sharpe. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. Here's Cunningham. The Blazers making their last shot. The 3-ball. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Duren's got 6 points.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Sharpe, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Grant for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Harris on the wing. And Klingon pulls it down.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And looking at the Blazers, Stan, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds, and with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Now here's Robinson. Yet to see a basket. Harris down low, working on Grant from 11 feet away. And it's Cunningham missing. Blazers trail by 4. Avdia outside. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Duran. Sharp against Cunningham. Now here's Harris. Shoots over Grant. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Three-pointer Sharp. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. 6-point game. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Portland, they're slotted in at 9th in the conference, but it's still early in the year.
Checking out the Trailblazers, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Blazers trail by 8. Outside Sharp. Up top Grant. 5 to shoot. From downtown. Again, the miss by Portland.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Grant. The three. Rebounded by the Pistons. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
He does not get the second one. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
Now here's Kamara. 17 points in his last outing. And it's Grant with a three.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
Now here's Cunningham. And there's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Detroit. Karis LeVert comes in for Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for Robinson. Then for Portland, Murray comes in for Grant. And it's Rupert in for Kamara. Now here's Ivy. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Duren. Lays it up and banks it in. Duren's got 8 points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Avdia, trailing by 10. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
Stolen by Ivy. And he lobs it up top. Rejected by Clingan.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Clingan. They just learned that the hard way.
Cunningham against Sharp. 6 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Duren with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
The free throw drops for Harris. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team, and we've seen the results over the year.
All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
Thank you. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie. So it's Portland now, following the score by Detroit. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. So for the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Jenkins comes in for Cade Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Oh, there's the alley! Hammers the lob through.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Blazers trail by 15. Outside Love. Here's Rupert to stop the run. Holland with a rebound.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
1:02 left in the first. Stewart finds LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Ivy's shot is off. So it's Portland now, down by 15. Here's Love, and he banks in the layup.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Stewart outside. Pass to LeVert. Detroit moving the ball around. Holland for 3. The shot no good. Blazers trail by 13. Murray passes to Love. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Love's got his second basket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Jenkins. Over Love. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Karis LeVert is out there with Holland. Then there's Ivy, then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Jenkins in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Pass to Rupert. Here's Cook. He's checked by LeVert. Lets it go from the wing. Detroit with a rebound. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
Yeah, it's a loss that'll stick with them for a while, that's for sure. But a game like that can be a motivator going forward.
Here's Rupert. No points so far. Three-pointer. And Ivy pulls it down. The Pistons lead by 11. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Rupert. And the shot falls short that time. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Jenkins, defended by Murray. And here's LeVert. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Here's Rupert. Pass to Sissoko. Hey, expanding his range. Jenkins with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Inside. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Blocked. Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Murray. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night. Detroit leading by 17. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
The shot by LeVert, no good. Blazers trail by 17. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Well, with a guy like Grant, you know he's going to find ways to contribute across the board.
That one falls for Grant. And what you like about Jeremy Grant, the consistency from year to year, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he can shoot it, but defensively, you can put him on the opponent's best scorer. 3 and D and then some. Such a reliable vet for this team.
Harris is checked in for LeVert. Cunningham passes to Harris. Over Grant. And again, the Pistons missing. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 15-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Now we get a chance to check some stats for Cade Cunningham. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And Harris drops them both. Blazers trail by 17. It's Avdia on the wing. Robinson defending. Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
Now Cunningham. 17 points for him. Last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Now here's Cunningham. And the 3 off target. Avdia against Robinson. To the middle. And there's Klingon on the assist by Avdia. Klingon's got 5 now.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Pistons lead by 13. Pass to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. No good. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Cunningham against Murray. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. And also a switch here for Portland. Sharp's checked in. Cunningham passes to Duren. Harris outside. Pass to Thompson. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, over his career, Avdia has upped his scoring numbers, and defenders have taken notice.
A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, B.A., Denny was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, a big haul.
And both free throws good for Avdia.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Grant with it, now guarded by Harris. Sharp with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Cavs in Cleveland.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Pass to Grant. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 8 now. Robinson against Avdia. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Now here's Duran, started by Klingon. Here's Cunningham. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
And stolen by Cunningham. Cade taking it in. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Klingon.
Yeah, the way that Cunningham knifes his way inside off the dribble, it's hard not to foul him on the move.
That free throw good from Cunningham. The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
Now here's Avdia, a great scorer, averaging almost 26 a game. Outside for Grant, just 5 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And when Grant gets to the rim like that, you can't help but foul him.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Now here's Cunningham. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Harris passes to Robinson. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Avdia. Now Portland with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Phenomenal drive and finish by Avdia. You know his teammates are loving that one.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Offensive rebound. Avdia from outside drills it from deep. Avdia's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you got to be this quick in today's game. The second Avdia has the ball, he's into his shot.
1:16 left in the half. Outside Robinson. Thompson passes to Harris. There's Cunningham with a 3. Portland with a rebound. Now Portland with it. They're on a 19-6 run. It's Sharp on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Sharp against Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Kamara. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Thompson passes to Robinson. Duran with a screen on Sharp. Duran in the high post. Pass to Harris. Grant with a steal.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
There's a screen by Kamara. With 4 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jalen Duran with a strong contribution so far on this one.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Jeremy Grant, Avdia out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Toumani Camara, and it's Klingon in at the 5, roaming the paint.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer, asked to knock down threes.
Blazers trail by 9. Outside Sharp. They set the screen. Back to Avdia. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Good on the bucket. And it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Now here's Sharp, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
And he can't hit the second.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Now here's Harris. 11 points in the game. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Robinson. Fires the 3. And Klingon pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that home.
Detroit leading by 6. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Harris finds Robinson. And here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender's a little bit out of position, but that's what Cunningham will do to you. He works every angle.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team.
Now here's Klingon. He has 7. Pass to Avdia. No good with a layup.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Now here's Cunningham. Over Sharp. No good that time. Avdia against Thompson. Avdia passes to Sharp. Now Avdia. Back to Sharp. Klingon with a screen. Takes a 3. Sharp, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
When Harris is cooking like this, get him the ball and clear the way, because he's going to keep his foot on the gas pedal.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. The Pistons in second.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Avdia outside. Harris against Grant. Clock at 6. To the inside. Stolen by Thompson.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
He drops it from range. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Portland has possession, trailing by 13. Grant outside. They need this. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And here's Thompson for three. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul. Blazers trail by 13. Pass to Klingon. Back to Sharp. Grant against Harris. They get it back. Klingon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, a statement play by the rookie Klingon, using his size to rattle the rim.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Harris down low. He's covered by Grant. Outside Robinson. Deflects the pass. Outside Sharp. Avdia outside. Back to Kamara. Pass to Grant. Shot clock at 6. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Grant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Blazers trail by 11. Grant outside. Sharp a screen on Harris. From 18 feet away. And it falls all over the rim and in. Grant's got 13.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham. Murray's checked in for Portland. And here's Duren. He's got 12. Thompson, a screen on Sharp. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jenkins has got his second basket of the game.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
Pass to Sharp. Plenty of space. And he hits the jumper. 5 points in the game.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Detroit leading by 10. Outside Robinson. There's a screen. Harris outside. Another three for Detroit.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Sharp. He's got 5. Pass to Graham. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Now Sharp. 5 on the clock. LeVert with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Out left to the wing. Robinson finds Thompson. Back to Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. LeVert passes to Duren. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Jenkins has got 6 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
LeVert outside. Right side, Robinson. Fires the three. Outside for LeVert. Pass to Jenkins. Thompson with a screen to the middle. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward.
Just 2 to shoot. Grant. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Here's Sharp. And that one drops for him. Sharp's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Detroit leading by 16. 34 seconds left in the third. And here's Thompson for three. Doesn't go that time. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Sharp passes to Grant. Six on the shot clock. Outside Sharp. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. It's been all about Tobias Harris for the Pistons. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. And it's LeVert in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Great hops. Avdia got way up there.
Detroit leading by 14. Ivy with the ball. Launches it. Fires in the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Sissoko. Pass to Rupert. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Cunningham. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Sissoko can't get it to go.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Cunningham, left side. The three is up. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Cunningham on the wing. Picked his pocket. In transition, here they come. Here's Sissoko. Count it. Sissoko's gotten his first bucket of the night.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Here's Ivy. 6 to shoot. Cunningham outside. Looking to end this cold spell. The shot misses. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. To the left side wing. Here's Rupert. He's watched by Cunningham. Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Outside for LeVert. This one for 3. And again, no good by Detroit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Sissoko. Picked by Murray. Sissoko passes to Avdia. Doesn't go for him.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Shot from 16. Portland grabs the miss. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the shot goes.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Ivy. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one. Blazers trail by 10. Avdia outside. Portland moving it around. And here's Grant from the arc. Back to Kamara. The 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Harris up top. He's covered by Grant. Back to Harris. Grant with a steal. To the paint. Here's Sharp. And that one is hammered home.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Here's Cunningham. The Blazers making their last shot. Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
Blazers trail by 10. Now here's Avdia. Avdia, screen on Cunningham. Here's Sharp. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
16 feet out. Grant's shot is off.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
From 15 feet away. And that one's good. Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Grant the screen. Cunningham against Sharp. Pass to Kamara. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Harris. Guarded by Sharp. Harris misses. Blazers trail by 10. Grant finds Sharp. Got it. Good job in the low post. Sharp's got 11 in the second half.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Outside Harris for three. Duren fires. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Klingon.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Using the glass to lay it in.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Outside Harris. Here's Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Sharp. Cunningham! Another chance. And up and in on the layup.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high motor player.
Now here's Sharp. Oh, stolen by Harris. Cunningham. Ooh, poked away.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Grant with it, covered by Duren. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Avdia. And the 3 misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
So it's Portland now, following the 3-pointer by Detroit. Duren pulls it down.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Cunningham. Shoots a 3. The 3 is in.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Duren.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Here's Cunningham, following the 3-point basket by Portland. Unloads from 13 feet. Ooh, it misses. On the wing, Grant, hounded by Harris. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jalen Duren.